EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcons soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitors' sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald. His defense made a statement their last time out, pitching a shutout in last week's win. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Three quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
To throw is Cousins. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 82 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second and 1 now from the 21.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 on the Seahawks 21.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 17.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up third and 5.
Now Cousins. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
It's fourth down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, No touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun, it's Walker. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The Falcons send Jamal Agnew deep to return. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they love to find different ways to get in the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Play fake. Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Cousins now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, Cousins. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seattle.
Walker now on 1st and 10. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Now a first carry for their fullback. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Seahawks.
Here's Darnold. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now it's Darnold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Myers' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, those body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2. And the Falcons, first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 25-yard line.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Falcons at 4-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson from 13 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith-Njigba getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They go play action. Cousins. And he is going to lose yardage here.
3rd down and 6.
A loss of 1. It's now
Cousins.
and 6.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now 4th down.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick.
Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 14. First down.
Play action. It's Darnold.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
Darnold's pass.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Here's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 35.
And the Seahawks first down.
Out of the gun again to Charbonnet.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Darnold.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Seahawks first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Out of the end zone.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. but they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Myers connects on the PAT, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Cousins. There's Mooney with another catch. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now Cousins. And a dump. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Throwing again is Darnold. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the league starts.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Seahawks offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Off of play action, Darnold. That'll be caught by Cup. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. A tough season for them to this point, and here's part of the reason why. You see, the injuries have left them shorthanded in prior weeks, and that's the case again here in this one.
Brandon, great teams can overcome injuries and keep their seasons on track, but sometimes even the great teams have injuries that are just too numerous, or they affect the wrong group of guys, the guys who actually lead their ball club, and it's just tough to get past them. This team struggling with that.
Seahawks, first down.
Darnold now to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now a 3rd and 6. From the 50, it's Darnold. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Darnold. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3 yards.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Darnold. Connecting with Cup here on the out route.
Darnold's pass.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Darnold. Looking for Cooper Kupp again. 2 in a row. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The home team's offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go play action. Cousins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 19.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Cousins. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
It's 4th down.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Outright to Smith-njigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Faking the give, Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Still going. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Cousins. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Derek Hall.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the 1st half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
Hand off now to Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a solid run down inside the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Now 2nd and 3.
To throw, Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Leonard Williams. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game. Every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Darnold. Smith-njigba hauling it in on the out route.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
It's a gain of 18. And the Seahawks first down.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A pitch comes to Walker.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
To throw is Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith-njigba.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Myers' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Right back to him on first down.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Cousins now.
Completes a Mooney on the slant.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Cousins.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Cousins to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
2nd and inches at the 23.
They'll run here with Robinson. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Cousins.
That's caught by Pitts.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
Cousins to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here's Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, do you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
That's complete to Mooney.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Robinson with another carry.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Falcons 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
So now Darnold and the Seahawks
down 27-20, 23 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now that'll be caught by Cup.
And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture. Here's Darnold. And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
28 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
One last throw now for Darnold. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for the Falcons, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.